What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Welcome back here today to another Bleacher Report reaction, and I'm enjoying these like top 20 players or top 25s. Today, we are going to be reacting to Bleacher Report's top 25 NBA players under the age of 25. So this is by Bleacher Report. Obviously, it's by Zach Buckley of Bleacher Report. Shout out to him. I will leave a link to the article in the description below. This was posted 4 days ago, it looks like, because I'm recording this on the 31st. You guys are probably seeing this on April 1st. And I think Crispy Flakes just reacted to this, so shout out to him. I don't know what this is looking like, so let's go into it. Starting off with Myles Turner. Now, I feel like Myles Turner could be higher, but I don't know the whole field on who we got here and who's going to be higher than him. We'll see. But Myles Turner definitely has not shown what people thought he would be after the 2017-18 season. A lot of people thought he's going to be one of the best centers in the NBA, and he still could. Just took a little bit drop off on the offensive end. Obviously, they added scorers like Malcolm Brogdon. Sabonis has taken more shots than him per night. TJ Warren, Jeremy Lamb. These guys are kind of more ball dominant people or more ball dominant basketball players than Turner, but Turner on the defensive end is still so good. He's one of the best rim protectors in the NBA, still one of the best block shotting big men in the NBA, and I still like his 3-point shot. I think it's still developing. And 25, this could be really low. I just don't know who's going to be in front of him, so let's see. 24, Lonzo. Yeah, I would have Turner. Yeah, I would have Turner in front of Lonzo. I think that's not by much, but I would have Turner in front of Lonzo, I think. So Lonzo here at 24. Lonzo has definitely had his best season by far. He's shooting around 38% from 3. He's still progressing on defense, showing that he's a really solid perimeter defensive player. His court vision is great. His transition D is great. It's just obviously his kind of playmaking, scoring the ball. He's not really great at getting to the rim, finishing at the rim, and also kind of finishing off the dribble. It's more kind of spot up threes, pull up threes, but that's still really good. It's just obviously you don't want Lonzo taking a mid-range shot. He just really needs to improve this inside scoring and his free throw shooting, and it could be a lot higher. But you know what? I think around 24 could be good unless I find or see a player that should be below Lonzo. I would probably have Lonzo at 25, Turner at 24 if I'm making this list. So let's see who's at 23. Michael Porter Jr. I mean, okay, what's the curriculum here? Because it's basically player right now. He is not better than those two players. He is not. I don't know if this is like projecting for the future. No, this is already wrong. I mean, we haven't seen much of Michael Porter Jr., I feel. And he's been good when we see him in a high volume role and playing a lot of minutes a night. But yeah, I think it is an aggressive player ranking. I don't know if he's better than these two players already if you put him out 30 minutes a night. I don't know. That is a bold pick, and you know what? I disagree. I respect the decision, but I disagree. I would have Michael Porter Jr. at 23, or 25, Lonzo at 24, and then Myles Turner at 23. So Sabonis, does it say their ages? It does not, because he's got to be approaching getting out of this league. He was drafted in 2016. No, he might have a year more. I think he was a sophomore at Gonzaga. I believe so. But yeah, 22 might seem low for an all-star. Yeah, I'm kind of... Obviously, he was rocketed past Myles Turner. Okay. But yeah, he was an all-star this year, so that is interesting. That is interesting. Sabonis at 22, I feel like he could be definitely higher. I see Jonathan Isaac here. I would have Sabonis in front of Isaac, even though I thought Isaac, when healthy this year, was going to be in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation, but he wasn't going to be an all-star. Maybe... Interesting. All right, I would not have Isaac in front of Sabonis. I would just swap them. I would have Isaac in front of Myles Turner, I think, and I would have him in front of Lonzo and Porter Jr. I don't think I would have him in front of Sabonis. I just wouldn't. So that's an interesting decision. But, you know what, around 21 might be where he's good at. So let's see if there's anybody in front of Isaac and Sabonis that it's like, huh? Because Sabonis at 22 is really, really low. Because this is just right now, so... And I don't really get that. Jamal Murray at 20. Wow, he is, I feel like, fun. There's a lot of good players under 25 if Jamal Murray is 20. One of the better point guards in the NBA. Definitely a top 15 point guard. On D, questionable. I'm not going to make that joke. I'm not. It's been made too many times. But Jamal Murray's still a really good offensive player. Defensive end, not so much. He works well off ball. He's, what, a 6'4" point guard. Plays a little bit smaller than that, or looks a little bit smaller than on the floor. Not the greatest defender, but he's still really good on offense. He's still inconsistent at times, but he's still really good. At 20, okay, damn, the league is in some good hands at 20. And you know what? I'm under 25, so I might make this list. John Collins at 19. Alright, that was just a really dumb joke by me. I apologize. But John Collins here at 19. Okay. Somebody I thought would be higher, honestly, when I clicked on this article. So, yeah, I guess there is really a lot of good players under the age of 25. Because Collins, monster year, but power forward. You know what? You put this power forward lower than him, and he made the All-Star team. I don't get it. I don't get that. I don't get that. All right. So Collins, I respect Collins over Murray. I do. But I think Sabonis should be in front of Collins over Murray. That might be a debate. It's just hard to kind of compare those positions. But, yeah, Collins over Sabonis. That is interesting. Interesting. But Collins shooting well from 3 this year. I expect him to at least get 20 mil a year in his next contract. And honestly, probably towards maybe he's going to probably want towards Jaylen Brown money. He might deserve it. So Kristaps at 18. Okay. Probably would have been higher, obviously, if he didn't tear his ACL and he was fully healthy. But what we saw from him this year was really good. It was really promising. It wasn't like a Gordon Hayward year or something we've seen from, like, Derrick Rose. But Derrick Rose, obviously, he tore his ACL twice. But, like, I'm just trying to think of guys like, or DeMarcus Cousins that you see, like, oh, they took a step back. But no, Kristaps, yeah, at first it looked he was a little rusty. But you would expect that. Came on as of late, 18. I think that's pretty fair. But I'd probably still have Kristaps over Sabonis, but I feel like it should be closer than that. I don't know. DeAndre Ayton at 17. Okay. Interesting. 20 years old. What? Yeah, probably 20 years old, I think. And have him in front of Sabonis. All right. That is really interesting. Okay. I don't think I would have him in front. Sabonis was a freaking all-star this year, man. I know it was in the Eastern Conference, but I don't think Ayton would have been an all-star in the Eastern Conference. Depends, obviously, what team he played on, but interesting. Okay. And also Ayton in front of Kristaps. I don't know. I feel like Kristaps does a lot more for you on the floor. D'Lo at 16. That is an interesting debate, D'Lo or Jamal Murray. Obviously, D'Lo is more of a fan favorite, I feel, so people will be vocal about that on like Twitter and YouTube that D'Lo should be higher. But I think it is a debate to have, and I would have Sabonis, Kristaps, maybe even John Collins above D'Lo. Maybe not Collins. Sabonis is a freaking all-star, man. He was an all-star. It just hurts because if this is right now, I don't know. I'm going to cry. I got to stop crying about the Sabonis pick. It's whatever. So, D'Lo at 16, okay. Jaren Jackson Jr. loved the placement here at 15. Even though I'd probably still have Collins and Sabonis over him and KP. But I like it. Cool. I'll take it at 15. Shout out to Triple J in Memphis. Bam at 14, okay. I think this is definitely respectable. We'll see who's in front of him, but he was also an all-star this year, second all-star we have seen on this list, I believe. And I think this is a good placement for Bam Adebayo. I'm interested because, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of every 13 or all 13 players that are going to be in front of him. So I think this is fair. And if you want to put him over Kristaps, Sabonis, Isaac Collins, I think that's really fair, and I think I would too. Kristaps, there is a debate, but I'm cool with that. De'Aaron Fox at 13. I like that they put De'Aaron Fox over Murray and over D'Angelo Russell, or that he put that, so I do like that. Honestly, Bam and Fox is interesting, but it's so hard to debate a versatile center and just like a quick point guard. Like, they play like such different positions. They do different things for their team, so it's really hard to compare those players. So I like Fox at 13. Like I said, I'm glad he's in front of Jamal Murray and he's in front of D'Angelo Russell. So let's get here into the top 12. Jaylen Brown at 12. All right. He was a borderline all-star this year. Thought he would maybe be in the top 10 if we're being honest. So 12 does seem a little bit low initially. We'll see who's in front of him. Should we have Jaylen Brown behind any of these guys? I don't think so. So I think this is a really good placement. I think we'll see who's in front of him, if I think any of those guys should be behind Jaylen Brown. But I do agree that he should be in front of everybody that we've mentioned so far. Bam is a question. Bam is definitely a question, but I'm cool with that. And if we saw second half KP this year from his second half of the year, I think Kristaps should be a lot higher. And obviously, you guys know my opinion on Sabonis. So let's get here into number 11, and we have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I feel like this is a little premature. He was good this year. He was great this year for a sophomore. Don't think he had a better season than Jaylen Brown. I just personally don't. Don't think he's had a better season than De'Aaron Fox. I don't think he's had a better season than Bam Adebayo. I'd put him at 14 and bump everybody down a slot. I would probably do that, but Shai has been great this year. He's going to be in the top 10 next year, and he's going to continue improving. But right now, I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. It's not like he was Luka Doncic good this year. He was great, and he should definitely be top 15. I just don't agree with him over borderline all-star Jaylen Brown, all-star Bam Adebayo, and I think De'Aaron Fox just, I think better right now. Not saying he will be better in his career, just saying right now. So, top 10, let's get into this. So at number 10, Brandon Ingram. Fair. I think he's better right now than everybody behind him. Only person with a debate is Jaylen Brown, and I think it will go to Ingram. Or I believe it would go to Ingram, so I like this placement. Yeah, I'm cool with Brandon Ingram at 10, and being in front of everybody that we just mentioned, the last 15 guys we had mentioned. So, number 9, let's see. Devin Booker. Thought he would be a little bit higher. Thought he would have been top 6. So, we'll see who's in front of him. Donovan Mitchell. Okay, so I'm guessing Donovan Mitchell will be in front of him. So he chose Mitchell over Booker in that case. So Booker, I feel like he should be above Brandon Ingram. Let's see who's in front of Devin Booker. Donovan Mitchell. They're going to be compared throughout their whole careers, but I guess first Booker's got to make it to the playoffs. Does he mention Booker in this? Yep, he did. Not really. Yeah, Booker's never been to a postseason. Okay, so they are bringing up that debate. It's close for me right now. I think if you put Booker on the Jazz, you would get the output of what Mitchell was doing. I don't think that they would have a huge drop-off that you would notice. And I think if you put Mitchell on the Suns, I don't know if they would make the playoffs. I don't know, though. This is now what-if scenarios. And, like, quite frankly, for being realistic, Booker's never made the playoffs. If season ended today, Mitchell has made it in his first 3 years. So I think Booker's the better player. But, hey, maybe Mitchell's more important. Maybe Mitchell's more valuable. We need kind of a bigger sample size, maybe a 5-year sample size, because we really only had a 3. And also, we need Booker to try to show that he can make the playoffs, or at least come close to it. All right, so number 7, Jamal Murray. Would not have him in front of Mitchell or Booker right now. Also would question having him in front of Ingram. Could I think he might have a better career than those guys? Definitely, absolutely. He was incredible in his rookie year. But do I think he's better right now? Right now, you need Game 7 of the NBA Finals. I think I'm taking Ingram. I think I'm taking Booker. And I think I'm taking Mitchell over Ja. I think Ja should just be 10, and you bump those guys down 1. I think that's fair. But I think it's also premature to have Ja already in front of those guys. Ingram wasn't also... I mean, I hate using All-Star as, like, that accolade because it's not. Obviously, we need All-NBA to come out, but I just think, like I said, it's a little premature. I would have him at 10, bump everybody down, and then Morant would obviously be a riser for years to come. But he was fantastic this year, and he definitely deserves top 10 love. Number 6, Trae Young. Thought he would be lower, so I'm trying to think of the guys ahead of him. I already have 2, 3 in mind. I'm guessing... I don't want to spoil them, just in case you're not thinking of them. So there's 5 guys. I have 3 just off the top of my head. 4. Okay. I don't know who the 5th guy is that'll be in front of him, so we'll see on that. But Trae Young at 6, thought it would be maybe 5, maybe 4, so we'll see who's in front of him. The guys I think of in front of him, I'll just throw out. It's going to be Jokic, Luka, not in order, Tatum, and Zion. I don't know who that 5th guy is going to be off the top of my head. It's not Embiid. I'm just trying to guess it before. Obviously, it's like you're probably screaming Bradley Beal. No, he's 26, right? I don't know. I don't know who it is off the top of my head. Ben Simmons? Probably Ben Simmons. Yeah, there we go. Yep, there we go. Ben Simmons. All right, so Ben Simmons at 5. Do I think he's better than Trae Young? Yeah, we can. Trae Young has an elite offense. Ben Simmons has an elite defense. Trae Young's defense is nowhere near average. And Ben Simmons definitely has an average or above offensive game. So, cool. If we're going to do that, Ben Simmons been on a winning team. Obviously, he's played more years than Trae Young. He's been on better teams than Trae Young. But I'm cool with having Simmons in front of Trae Young. I would have Trae Young better probably personally as a point guard. But maybe as an overall player, I'll take Ben Simmons. Okay. Carlin. Oh! Is Jokic 25? Is Jokic 25? Maybe... Thought he was 24. Oh, no, he is 25. Duh. Oh, I'm stupid. He's out of this club. All right, I looked like an idiot there. Cat. Yeah, duh. Forgot about Cat. But he is him at 4. All right. All right, interesting. I would probably have Cat above everybody there, so I'm cool with that. And then 3, Jason Tatum. So we're already saying Tatum is better than Cat. Okay. Tatum has been in the league for 3 years. Cat for 5. And this is the first year that Tatum has been better than Cat. Okay. You know what? I'm with it. I think they're very close, but hey, he chose Tatum over Cat. I think it's close enough where you don't really need to make a fuss out of it. Number 2, Zion already. Might be a little premature. Might be a little premature. Does he mention how many games he's played? 19 games. Probably would have Tatum over him because Cat's amazing. Like, Zion wasn't good. It's not like he was a two-way star this year. He was pretty horrible on defense, but obviously he was just unstoppable on offense. I just don't know if I would have put him over Tatum, Cat. Maybe Trae Young already. Maybe. I think you could put him in top 10 off his first 19 games. Yeah. Number 2 seems a little premature. It seems like we're getting ahead of ourselves. But yeah, he might be. Whoa, he's already serious consideration for number 1. I don't think so. But yeah, Zion is great. I think definitely top 10, top 5. Sure. It's been 19 games. Obviously, he's going to be one of the best players in the NBA one day. Might be next year. But I think those 19 games, he was amazing on one side of the ball, other side not as much. Tatum's been great on two-way this year. Cat, obviously, he's not great defensively, but he's doing similar to what Zion was doing. If you want to look at points per game, obviously per 36 can inflate that, or it can help out Zion's case, but Cat's a better floor spacer. But hey, you know what? We're splitting hairs here. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to argue. And then Luka at number 1, where he's going to be the new number 1 with Giannis out of the club. So, yeah, I wouldn't debate Luka at number 1. He'd be my number 1 as well. My number 2 would probably be Cat. I don't know. I think it would be Cat. And then you would have kind of a mix of Young, Tatum, Simmons, and probably like one of these 3, Ingram, Booker, Mitchell, maybe Booker or Mitchell out of there. And then I would start having Zion, Ja, the rest. All right, yeah. So, yeah, I just think Sabonis was a little too low. Zion might be 1 or 2 spots too high. Ja maybe a couple spots too high. And then, was there one up here? Shea, maybe like 1 or 2 spots too high. But, you know, I don't really disagree with much out of this. Let me know what you agree or disagree with in the comment section below. Let me know, did you think this was a good article? Did you think, or a good ranking? Because obviously the article is probably really good, like thought out wise. But I just went over with the ranking. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like always, drop a like if you guys do enjoy. And I'll see you guys in the next video.